Hello, my name is Garx82 and welcome back to my Gregtech New Horizons series. I got my silicon, Nequata, and argon and finished that quest, so we should be able to just throw it in my blast furnace. I remember how to get to my blast furnace. So we'll throw that in there. That should just turn on. Yep, there it goes. So 375 seconds. Must be overclocked because that does say 750. Yeah, that's an EV recipe, which we are running at IV. Anyway, so we'll let that kind of cook up and then we will finish that. Because the Nequata wafers, there's actually a few wafers, but I don't think these wafers are used for circuits. I think they're used for the power things. Like those. But the Nequata wafers, obviously the EV solar panel, but they can actually be used, instead of getting the 4 that we get from the glowstone, we get 8 for those. And instead of getting 1 for the NAND and the NOR chips, we get 4, and then the random we get 8. So it's just better, better ratio. And you also get 64 from this as opposed to 32 from the glowstone. So everything, you get more from that, and then you get more per circuit. So definitely worth it using the Nequata, although it does use a ton of silicon. 16 blocks. It's actually not that bad. It's what, 140 silicon or something like that. But what I am kind of looking forward to doing is upgrading some of my circuits here, so we can finally get the SoC wafer, which we need the Nequata. You can see there's no other way to get that. I think we have the air lens, but in the precision laser engraver clean room, yada yada yada. And then that will be able to get us these, and then we can actually upgrade the circuits to use less materials. So if we look at the microprocessor, that needs all the SMD components, plastic circuit board. But if we do use it with the SoC, it only uses 1 SoC and then just 2 copper wire and 2 copper bolts. So they're much cheaper. And we can do the same with the integrated processor as well. The MV tier, we can upgrade that just to use fine red alloy wire. And that, even though, I mean, we don't use a whole lot of those anymore. Okay. Integrated, that's right. Yeah, we don't use many of these anymore, but still it uses the SMD, so we can get rid of that. Unfortunately, we can't do the nano yet, so we can't upgrade that because I think it needs... It might need an LUV circuit assembler. So this is the upgraded. Yeah, it needs an LUV circuit assembler. So unfortunately, we can't do that yet. We do use a lot of those, so it would be nice if we could replace it with that. And then I'm assuming that also is used in those. So as we can tell, it's even higher with these, but yeah. Anyway, let us wait till the yeah, the silicon boules are Nequata doped silicon boules are finished. It's going to take a little while, and we will come back. And there is the boules. I guess I'll just take the silicon. And I'm assuming these can just be, yeah, just a regular cutting machine. Not even, doesn't even to be like a super fancy machine either. Although it'd probably be better to have it in that. I just need to get that connected, but that's easier said than, well, I could go up there. I really should just have an IV cable diode coming in here. That would make this easier, and I could get rid of this I don't use. That I kind of use though. All right, anyway, so there is those, and I unfortunately can't use them yet until they're completed with the quest. Yeah, it needs all 4 stacks. All right, so today I think I'm gonna at least get started on producing this. This is one of the most difficult materials to craft, I believe. I could be wrong in that. Not difficult, maybe just complicated. I have a lot of the ingredients I've noticed, but I guess we should just dive right in here and see what we got. So chromium trioxide made out of chrome and oxygen. So let's go ahead and we'll grab that. I'm probably going to need a ton of cells here. I don't have enough. I probably need to. Well, I'm going to have to make some more for that quest. Anyway, so we got 8 chrome. And I'll probably, like I usually do, I'll probably kind of do this while recording, just like one kind of thing, and then I will take some time to figure out how I want to get this all automated and where to put it and everything. All right, so there's the chromium trioxide. So let's take a look at our chromium dioxide, I should say. Isn't it? Oh, chromium dioxide. All right, so it needs this dust. How do we do this? Just in a chemical reactor? So has that changed? Or is that amount that it made me get just wrong? Because 8, yeah, that's actually wrong. I only need 40. Yeah. All right, so just in a chemical reactor, I have one right here. We'll just do that. Wonder if this is gonna mess it up. Let's see. Nope. All right. So let's produce this and we go back. All right, there is the chromium dioxide. I went ahead and crafted some more empty cells because I know I'm going to need them as well. Oh, is that? Okay, I misunderstood that. I think the 8 is probably for this part, yeah. So there is actually another process that I didn't realize. So I'm just assuming it's gonna be like that. I'm totally guessing here. See if I was right. Yeah. Just needs a circuit of 1. And there is the chromium trioxide. Now, can this be just crafted all in one in a large chemical reactor? Yeah, so you can just do... Oh no, you gotta do... Yeah, you can't do it all at once. You gotta do the dioxide, then the oxygen. Alright, so that's something to think about. Take that. Just gonna open these. Aquata ore. Alright, so that's part 1. I guess we should just... Is there like a... Throw that in here. Here we go. Alright, so what's this? Potassium nitrate. It's potassium and nitric acid, which I should be able to get. Luckily, I have a lot of this stuff already crafting for other processes, so... That's not what I wanted. That's what I wanted. And potassium, I should have a bunch, yep. And I'm gonna go ahead and assume this is probably the same way in a chemical reactor. With a 1. Alright, easy enough. Next part is this the benzene and the chlorine. Need chlorobenzene. Now, do I make that? Ooh, I'm gonna need some more chlorine here. That is a mistake. That shouldn't be in there. Alright, so I think... Just gonna get rid of that. Yeah, I think I'm gonna have to... First I'm gonna have to go to Mars and move my thing to get more salt water for the chlorine. I think we're good though. We have plenty. So we need 384 chlorine for this. Let's see if I have enough. Notice it's... If you put it in the chest, it's easy to tell. So I need at least 4. What's that? 256. And I need... Oh man, I need... Yep, I'm gonna need to craft more empty cells. Oof. They're 2 tin each or 2 steel each. The problem is I'm using a whole bunch. Maybe I'll borrow this. I'll just leave that. I guess we'll craft up a whole bunch more cells. This is a bit annoying, actually. Just because they're not cheap. It's like 2 stacks for 1 stack of cells. Alright, I got all my chlorine here. So 384, and I realize I need benzene, and I don't have a stockpile of it. So basically, it's just being produced. I mean, it's not super slow, but I'm just basically have to wait for my benzene because I'm producing it from heavy fuel. Now, there probably is an easier way. This wood tar, well, yeah, possibly actually. And I can get wood tar from fluid extracting charcoal. So it looks like, what is it? So 2 charcoal. I can actually get a few things from wood tar, actually, now that I'm looking at this, because I need this as well. So phenol I need. Dimethylbenzene I'm actually going to need. Benzene. There's 5 things we can get there. Actually, I can just look at this. So here's the things from my wood tar. So 10 charcoal will get me all this. The question is, do I want to build a whole nother distillation tower? Because if I wanted to, it'd have to be, what, 5 tall? It would have to be even taller than that one. I don't think I'm gonna do, because I don't think at this point I'm gonna be going through this super quick. Like, it'll be produced in batches. So I think, let me go ahead and we'll craft up fluid extractor. Yeah, we'll get a fluid extractor because I also need dimethylbenzene, and I can get that from wood tars also. So let me craft up a... I don't think I have distillery in here, do I? Pretty sure I've used it. Oh, should just get rid of these. Yeah, let me craft up a distillery and a fluid extractor, I think. All right, I got the fluid extractor, and I think I'm going to do a storage bus on it. But at first I'll probably just pipe it into I'm thinking just like a fluid tank to get the items out, I think. Just because I have the benzene going. Yeah. So I don't have that going. So if I don't have this, like, turning into cells, this will turn off. Because I just don't want a whole bunch of benzene in the thing. Alright, so we need charcoal in there. Oh, I just realized. Yeah, there is ashes I also get out of this, don't I? Alright, so we'll put this. I think I need another fluid import bus. I think we're good on channels though. Yeah, that's producing ash, I believe. And then we'll go to the right. That'll speed up in a bit, but I'm gonna need mufflers for these two as well. Alright, so wood tar, then I need the dimethyl whatever it is. I can hear a machine not getting enough power. So here we go. So I need a 5. I think it's a machine in there. Circuit. Nope, I haven't switched that recipe yet, have I? Doing multiple things here. Yep, there's that. Alright, so totally forgot why I came over here. Why did I come over here? Oh, I need a circuit, that's right. And we'll grab 2 mufflers. Circuits, let's grab 2, because I'm sure I'll probably need... I need a second one. Alright, so 5. Add those mufflers. And the 5. Alright, so there is the dimethyl benzene. I'll have it set up, obviously, with storage bus, but for now I think we'll just do... Put this up here. Alright, so there is that. So we need, I think, what is it, 64 in there? Yep. Alright, let me see where that thing is. I think it's over here. No? I have no idea. I hear that machine not getting enough power. I don't know where it is, though. Is it down here? This? No? No idea. I have no clue where that sound is coming from. I'm not getting enough power sound. Alright, so we got our... Oops. For the 50th time. We got our dimethyl benzene going. This is just gonna... It's gonna take a while to get 64 buckets, and same with the benzene. In the meantime, why don't we just go ahead and maybe take a look at this. So to make... Why do these... I don't understand why these are rewards when I already have them. Like, I need this yellow garnet lens to make this. Why would I need a second one? Like, that makes 0 sense to me. Should I? No, I don't need to make a recipe for it, I don't think, yet. I think air lens works as well. "45-second recipe." All right, so we'll get this. Let me kind of do a couple of these quests. I think there's 2 off this. Yeah, we've seen this before. So let me cut here. We'll come back when actually there's one more thing we can do, I think. And that is super simple. It's just these 2. I think they go in a potassium dichromate dust. So I gotta figure out how I want to produce these, because this is, what, 4 chemical reactors worth just to get this? Unless I put it in a large chemical reactor. Alright, well that didn't work out. Okay, that is for sure off this thing. That should be 4. Okay, so let me craft the rest of this. Craft the rest of this up. We'll get more benzene. We'll get the dimethylbenzene. And we will continue. And there we go. I got the 4 more potassium dichromate. And this should complete a couple quests here. So there is that one. And there is that one. All right. What do we got here? So this one, we need to make chlorobenzene, and that is just, it's in a chemical reactor, right? Let's pull up the dichloro. I've made this before, haven't I? So the easiest way would be probably this one. Set. It's gonna be kind of annoying to get the empty cells, but just trying to figure out which one would be the easiest. I guess it doesn't really matter at the moment, but let's, whatever has like less need, whatever we have to put in like less, because it takes a while. All right, so we need a 2, I think it was. And then this, right? Yeah. And there is the dichlorobenzene. And then what is this one? So this needs to get phthalic acid. You need to mix dimethylbenzene, the small dusts that we got, and oxygen in an EV chemical reactor. So this has to be in an EV. And that'll get us phthalic acid. So we need to turn that into tiny piles. So, and 128 cells of oxygen. I have some, I don't have all of them though. All right, so we got hydrochloric acid. I guess, man, this is annoying. I should have it'd be easier if I had an import bus. And that's gonna fill up as well. All right, let me get this all. Do I have? Yeah, I don't have enough for it. Do I have an EV reactor? Oh, I don't have an EV chemical reactor. I'm gonna have to do it I don't have a chemical reactor. So, okay, let me, let me craft this up, or I'm probably going to craft up a large chemical reactor would probably be the smarter thing to do. All right, I have done quite a bit of work here. I am connecting a new chemical reactor, and as we can see, I have emptied out underneath the basement, and I did an IV chemical reactor because the last I wasn't going to do a IV, but I realized the last thing that we need to do for the poly whatever it's called, I can never remember the name, it needs to be IV. But gone ahead and got this. I've also gotten this, so let's just go ahead and get that. So that should, I think I have enough, right? Don't I have enough? Oh, wait a second. Did I get the wrong? All right, so I got the wrong thing here. I just noticed. That is going to be a bit of an issue. There's chlorobenzene and there's dichlorobenzene, and I didn't realize that was a thing. All right, so that's, yeah, I didn't realize there was two different things here. All right, so that's a bit annoying. All right, should we try that again? We got the chlorine and the benzene. And that should make the chlorobenzene that we needed. Throw that in there. Throw that in there. All right, I did think the other recipe was using more chlorine than I thought it should have. I had to add extra chlorine, but I didn't realize. I thought I just did the wrong. Like, I thought I used the wrong circuit because there's 4 different ways to use it. I thought maybe I picked the wrong one, but it is because I was doing the wrong recipe. But anyway, we got our chlorobenzene, and we got that. So what do we got here? So we need nitration mixture. I actually do have. I don't have a large stack of it, I don't think. No, but sulfuric acid should not put all my cells away. All right, so what was it? Nitric acid. There's probably some in this. Was that? Yeah, 14. Math is difficult. All right, so there is that, and then we got the sulfuric acid, which I should have. Oh, there's nitric acid right there. And I don't have enough sulfuric acid. So much stuff. I am like, I have everything. I just gotta wait for it to. Yeah, I just used a bunch for the other thing. All right, let me get. We'll get this, and I'll get the nitration mixture as well. All right, we have a couple things here in my new large chemical reactor. I guess we'll try to make this, what is it, phthalate? Yeah, this stuff, phthalate acid cell, or phthalate acid. And in a large chemical reactor, you do 2 oxygen, the dimethylbenzene, and then the potassium, and then you get this out of it. I guess we'll do that, that, and that. All right, so it appears to be working pretty fast as well. It appears to be, yeah, everything seems to be emptying out. Fast enough, yep. Perfect, all right, and then the next one that we need is this nitrochlorobenzene, which I'm assuming that's just, I do need a circuit. So the nitration mixture with the chlorobenzene, a 1-to-1, and then we get that. Right, so it's 2 oxygen, so I need, yeah. And then I need a circuit of 1. So many circuits. Why don't I just borrow the 1 from here? That, yeah, I guess that's right. Just double check this. Yep, easy enough. We'll put that in there. And 1 chlorobenzene. I guess we can just throw that in there. I think that works. Yep. Oh, that's pretty fast as well, so. All right. Let's go ahead and we'll grab this out of the, what was it, phthalic acid. We got our 64 buckets, so everything worked out okay with that. And what was the other one? Nitro 2? Nitro. Not seeing it. Nitrochlorobenzene? Like, this did work, right? I'm gonna be annoyed if this didn't. Alright, it looks like it may have avoided some of the stuff. Why didn't it go in the... Is there no room in my A system? Son of a... Yeah. So sometimes that happens, I've noticed. Yep, even though there was room, although it doesn't look like it actually avoided any. Thankfully, it had enough room over there. Sometimes they don't update. Like this one, yeah, that's full. But sometimes if you just pull it out, put it back in, then it updates. I don't know. But thankfully I didn't, none of it voided. There was enough room over there. Because that wouldn't have been fun. All right, and then we'll make the phenol. We've done that before. Dichlorobenzene. Tiny pile of copper. Oh, look at that. I have a bunch of it already. Will that pop up? Yep. Let's just make sure this is the right one. Yeah. So this is also a 1 in the chemical reactor. All these cells. But I will kind of figure out how I need to get this all automated. But for now, I just kind of want to get it done. All right, so there goes that. Yeah, luckily these have 16 buckets each, and then this can hold, I forget, 10 or 16 buckets each. All right, so that one's not super fast, 2 seconds each for the dichlorobenzidine. All right, and then let me get the phenol. Now I need that to not go in the other one. But I think it's turned off, isn't it? Oops, wrong one. Is it one of these? Okay, well, it's full. That might be an issue. Actually, no, it won't, because it'll just be full. Okay, yeah. I'm already producing it, so I don't have to worry about that. Yeah, let me cut here, and we will come back. All right. I got the ingredients for that, and I think I just need zinc for that one. Yep. So let's head back over to the clean room. It does phenol really, really fast. By the way, it goes super quick, so diphenyl something. Diphenyl SO methylatolate. I have no idea how to say that. So this does need an IV. What is it? And sulfuric acid. All right, so there that goes. It is 5 seconds. Hopefully I don't have an issue, because I don't want to lose like one. I think we're good. Yeah, it seems to be running okay. Yeah, it doesn't tell me like how much. It says stored energy. Yeah. Not going down, is it? No, it's not going down. It doesn't seem to be. All right, we'll come back. And there we go. And last but not least, this one. Put that in there. That in there with some zinc, and it should turn on. Yep, same thing. It's going to take a little while, actually. Yeah. No, it's going to take about the same time. I did notice this one. We look at the recipe here. There is no single block chemical reactor recipe. So you do have to build a large chemical reactor, and you do have to build it with IV. There's no way to get around that. So I couldn't even use the one that's in my clean room, even if I wanted to. I don't know if that's like... I mean, there could be a recipe for this, I think. You could just have one fluid and like one in a cell. So that could work, but yeah. So you need a large chemical reactor for diaminobenzidine. And there we go. That should be that one done. And last but not least, the molten, this one. We need 64 plates. And I'm assuming this just goes in here again. Yep. 5 seconds. Same as the other ones. Circuit of 1, easy enough. So we'll get the molten, well, we'll get phenol back, and molten, we'll get 1,000 of that. So it's actually a pretty decent amount. All right, so there, that is going. And then it needs the, right, it needs, could have used the thing to get over here. We'll put it in a fluid solidifier, and we don't need cells of the stuff, thankfully, so we can just get the plates. So There it is. Molten. Never know how to say that. And we should have room on this one. This is the plate one, isn't it? Although it does get messed up with the epoxid. May just... Yep, there it is. Wonder if there's... Yeah, I like it in here. Wish it wasn't so annoying to get fluids in and out of machines, but it is what it is. There it goes. Alright, so there is the plates, and I think we should have enough by now. Poly. 50 million of them. Nice. Alright, so there we go. That actually wasn't... I mean, it looks really complicated, but overall, none of the processes were very difficult. A lot of the stuff was unique. Like, nothing is going to conflict, I don't think. Like, nitrogen mixture, make that in another machine. Like, these two aren't going to conflict, although... The phenol, well, the phenol won't either because I'm crafting that somewhere else. So yeah, I don't think that's not too bad. Just a lot of different kind of steps. But we finally got this, and yeah, one of the things you can actually use it for is these carbon. I don't know if I will. Actually, that autoclave that I just put the things in. Yeah. It's actually better than the epoxid, so maybe I'll actually put some of that in. I don't know. Although it's a EV autoclave, just kidding. But that is one of the things. It's also used in obviously the EV solar panel, which we'll build. I'll probably get that beginning of next episode. I think we have everything, actually. I just need to craft up some of this stuff. And some of the machine hulls also. If I wanted to, I could get 8 plastic circuit boards with 1, but I think it's a little complicated for that. But anyway, yeah, that was actually pretty fun to get. Now, obviously, next episode, I've run out of oil, so I'm going to have to upgrade this oil rig. I'm probably going to do that in between episodes. I just need a bunch of tungsten. And yeah, I have upgraded my recipes for the wafers. I've done it with the Nequata, so you get, instead of the 4 I get 8, instead of 1 I get 4. And why not have apparently I don't have a tungsten recipe. Let me quickly do this. Because I think we can go ahead and craft one more of these. Yep. Alright, but that's going to be it for this episode, so thanks for watching, and have a good one.